Welcome to the truth that transforms. In the beginning, when the earth was new and unspoiled, God formed the first man, Adam, from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. From this one man came all the nations of mankind. God placed him in a garden, a paradise, and from his side he fashioned the first woman, Eve. She was called the mother of everyone living. Every race, every language, every nation on the face of the earth can trace its roots back to that original pair, Adam and Eve. This isn't just a poetic origin story. It is the foundation of humanity's shared identity. Modern science has caught up with what the Bible declared thousands of years ago: we are one species, one human family. The United Nations has acknowledged that all humans come from a common ancestry. And this truth echoes across Scripture. God's design was never for separation, division, or superiority among races, but unity, equality, and shared dignity. After Adam and Eve, as humanity grew in number, sin also spread. In time, a flood came upon the earth, God's judgment against rampant wickedness. Yet God preserved life through Noah, a man found righteous in his generation. Noah, his wife, and the 3 sons with their wives were the only ones who survived the flood. From those 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the nations of the earth spread out once again. This is the second branch of our shared human ancestry. Whether you trace your roots to Asia, Africa, the Americas, or Europe, your lineage winds back through the family of Noah. But even as we acknowledge our common origin, the world has wrestled with the lie of superiority. In the 20th century, ideologies arose that claimed some races were inherently better than others. This deception brought about untold suffering and division. Movements like Nazism sought to elevate one group by dehumanizing others. Yet this was never the will of God. The Scriptures speak with unmistakable clarity. God made from one man every nation of men to dwell on the entire surface of the earth. In His eyes, no race holds a higher place than another. Acts chapter 10 tells us that God is not partial, and that in every nation, the one who fears Him and does what is right is acceptable to Him. Jesus Christ, God's Son, came to demolish these barriers. He did not come for one people group, one culture, or one skin tone. He came for all. When He spoke to His disciples, He told them, "All of you are brothers." There was no hierarchy of worth, no favoritism, and in His final prayer before the cross, Jesus pleaded with the Father that His followers may be one, united as He and the Father are one. Racism is not simply a social problem, it is a spiritual one. And like all forms of sin, it grieves the heart of God. Yet, despite how dark the history of racial hatred may be, the Bible offers hope. Real hope. A time is coming, and it is not far off, when God's kingdom will fully rule over this earth. That kingdom, foretold by the prophets and declared by Christ Himself, will bring about a world where love replaces prejudice, and peace replaces hatred. In the prophetic words of Isaiah, in the final part of the days, the mountain of the house of Yahweh will become firmly established, and to it all the nations will stream. And in the book of Revelation, John describes a vision of people from all nations, tribes, and tongues standing before God, united in worship. This is not a symbolic gesture. This is a future reality. God's kingdom will erase the lines that divide, not by erasing our differences, but by healing the hearts that use those differences to hurt and divide. Under God's rule, humanity will finally live as it was meant to, one family, undivided by race, creed, or color. People from every background will experience genuine love, justice, and peace. This isn't a dream, it's a promise. A promise made by the God who created us all, and who never lies. Until then, we who follow Christ are called to live as citizens of that kingdom right now. To reflect its values in a world still broken. To love without prejudice, to speak against injustice, to embrace the truth that transforms hearts, minds, and societies. For in the end, we are not many separate peoples, we are one race, the human race, created by God, redeemed through Christ, and destined for unity under His everlasting kingdom.